Tonight in Tony, where a church community is mourning the loss of one of their own. 22-year-old Matthew Norwood died Friday night when Gurley police officer Christopher Whalen crashed into him during a police chase. Officer Whalen is on administrative leave. WAFF 48's Romario Gardner joins us live out in front of Mount Zion Baptist Church in Tony. Romario, you talked with Norwood's childhood pastor.
Nolan, the pastor says Norwood was only 22 years old and had his entire life ahead of him. He says right now, the only thing that he and the community is doing right now is making sure they're leaving it up to God.
I said, no, you got to be kidding me. And she said, no, Pastor, no, this is true.
It was then Mount Zion Baptist pastor Ernest Williams Sr. found out longtime church friend Matthew Norwood was killed as a bystander during a police chase.
To see his mother and father and the siblings go through what they are going through is difficult.
Gurley police officer Christopher Whalen crashed into Norwood's car on Jordan Lane in Huntsville as he was pursuing a suspect alongside several agencies. Jackson County deputies say the chase began in Hollywood, but authorities stopped once they left the county. It's unknown when Whalen began the chase, but he suffered minor injuries and was released from the hospital. Norwood wasn't as lucky, and at just 22 years old, Pastor Williams says his life was just getting started.
To see that and to see where he was headed with his talent, only the Lord would know how far that would have gone.
He says Matthew was a loving, thoughtful Christian man who followed the beat of his own drum. He says the entire church community and family is torn up. The mayor of Gurley released a statement saying, quote, "On behalf of the town of Gurley, I want to express our condolences to the family of Matthew Norwood, who died in a tragic accident on Friday evening." Despite the tragedy, Pastor Williams says he knows Norwood is looking down with a smile on his face.
The life that you lived before us was a full life. We didn't know it, and you didn't know it, but God knew it. And so because of that, Matthew, you did live your best life, and now we trust your life in God's hands right now. Rest in peace, my dear friend.
Now, the Alabama Law Enforcement Agency is investigating the crash. Now, it's important to note that we reached out and asked the questions about the suspect's condition. So far, both the Aliyah and the Gurley Police Department are not releasing any information. Now, the funeral for Matthew will be on here at Mount Zion Missionary Baptist at Saturday at 1 p.m. Reporting live in Tony, I'm Romario Gardner, 48 News on your side.